What's up, people? This your boy, Dave again. So check it out. This is the follow-up to my Driving While Black. So I'm going to switch cameras to me here shortly. But the reason I did this is so y'all can see. You can't really see that well, but you can. I have a flashlight. I'm trying to get my camera up there and get clear as possible. So this is the tag, not the one that they said is on the back of the car. But if you can see, let me get a pen so I can point it out to y'all. But if you can see, right down here, these numbers right here, that's my DAV 867. That's the tag. This sticker goes on both tags. This is the one, this is from my trunk. I have to keep this in my trunk at all times. And my vanity tag is the DAV. It says 867 DAV. However, this is how it's on under there on this. So this will tell you that that tag is on my car. And then this number right here, is the 489601 that the cop read. So now they know that both tags belong on that car. So they know that this tag is legit. So instead of just letting me go, they decide to run everything. So let's listen to them as we go. And I'll switch the camera to me here in a minute.
Camera recording started.
8128, now come clear on Nottingham. 8128.
Yeah. What's up, man?
And I'm telling you. Oh, black horse over here. Got cornbread. Yo!
All right, I'm back. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. That way y'all don't have to sit here through this whole thing. So he's gonna walk up to my tag and he's gonna read exactly what I just showed y'all on there. So this is how you know that the cops are only on fishing expeditions. All they ever want is to get your license and ID. Here we go.
Try 489601. 489601. It's at the bottom of the joint. So on Delaware registrations, at the bottom of the sticker, it's always the antique tag or whatever they call them joints, and then the regular tag or the tag that was previously associated. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 489601. And that should come back to, like, that's the original tag that's supposed to be associated with it.
That'll come back to the model, but it just says there's no expiration date.
Yeah, probably because of the vanity tag.
They don't expire.
Yeah, they should.
So that's no expiration date.
Now see, he just explained to that cop about my vanity tag. He literally just explained how my tag is supposed to work. So why am I still sitting there? But you'll find out later on. Hold on.
Oh.
But that can't be legit. But that's supposed to come back. You can't.
What?
I ain't even see her. That's crazy, right?
Oh no, our stickers is, yeah.
No, but I'm saying, like, shouldn't the 8671 be coming back?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It should.
But the old
Because that's the
tag-
joint that's, yeah, so the old tag that's associated with that vehicle prior to getting that vanity tag is that other number.
All right, we're going to stop it here. Now we're going to go to the next one. The next one is where the chief comes up and talks to him. You're going to hear how they try to just conspire to jam me up. Check it out.
I'll be up to Lenai and Sickles.
I got nothing back through PennDOT because obviously it's Delaware.
So nothing will Delaware
I can-
doesn't send pictures, I guess.
No, I can try and run his name and date of birth.
So, of course, why is he running me through PennDOT? I don't live in PA. My tag is in Delaware. Stupid.
Through the MDT through Delaware, but try
Negative
Delaware.
134, now it's 44.
Where it is thing.
Ask him to put the window down again.
What did I just search?
What do we think his name is? Last name Anthony?
I think so.
Wait till you're done. That's fine. Hello.
Lee Anthony. 83072.
He's stepping out.
So right now I'm over there arguing with the chief. So we're gonna speed it up so you can hear it.
I have no ID on him.
I want to speed it up so y'all can get to the meat and bones of it. I can break it down some.
Identify if not, then you'll be with us. Can we identify him? No pictures, no nothing, and you have no ID on him, right?
I don't even know his name. There's
He's saying that that's a disabled veteran's tag and that he's supposed to carry this with him. It makes no sense to me, but that's what he's saying.
So he said it makes no sense to him. It said, now, this is how dumb the cop is. He said, I said it's a disabled veteran's tag. It's a tag on the back of my car that has a Delaware symbol on it. They're just stupid. All they wanted was to see if a black man had warrants, was out on the run or something. That's all they cared about. It was nothing. They don't care about doing the right thing. They only care about stripping your rights and trying to find some nonsense on you. So let's listen.
So I'm getting on that tag or something the name of Lee David Anthony, and I've run everything. I can't get a picture.
Okay. And Lee David Anthony comes back to...
That's what's on that tag.
And what is it about that car? Does it also come back to a Lee David Anthony?
The VIN and the tag, yeah.
All right. But we don't know who he is.
I don't know. I tried running Anthony as the last name, first name Lee. I'm not getting anything. So
the only
Lee
thing we
David
could do-
Anthony. So it would be Anthony, comma Lee.
Now, in his police report, he said that he was able to verify my car through my VIN number. Where did he get the VIN from? He never walked out there, so he must have got it from my tag. That's how corrupt they are. Instead of just saying, okay, I see that the sticker on the bottom of his tag says both tags, but because my data, just listen.
Anthony, comma Lee, Delaware, 1972. I get no record found for Anthony, comma Lee.
So we have no...
I have no idea who this guy is. He's refusing to identify himself. I
All right. So
think it's
then
pretty cut
we
and dry
can-
at this point.
So at this point, if we can't identify him, who are we issuing tickets to? We don't know. Okay?
I have no idea who this
So
guy.
we don't know who he is, so we can bring him in for a suspect ID, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna think of everything possible running this dude.
So they want to bring me in for a suspect ID when I didn't commit any crimes or infractions. Make that make sense.
The problem is it's three middle names: Lee, David, Anthony, and the Delaware comes back weird. So
that tag does not come back to the Anthony guy or whatever.
This one does.
That does.
Yes, that does not.
But that doesn't come back on a 2021 Mazda.
It does.
It does.
Yes.
So then why is the disabled vehicle?
I don't know. Nothing on that tag comes back to that car. That was the whole reason I stopped it, because there was nothing was coming back on that tag. So according to our system, that car does not exist with that tag.
So, according to their system, nothing is good on that tag. Their system. Brookhaven Police System. Not Pennsylvania. Brookhaven Police. It goes to show you that it's a con. Everything's coming back on that tag, because the very next day I went to DMV and they said everything was legit. See, their cameras, you can't see their screen. So when he types in my tag, you can't see the screen. And mind you, I was driving around with that tag. I had that car since 2021. And we all know that cops run tags left and right. So why was this the only police force in the whole PA, or I should say tri-state area, that didn't have my tag, that my tag didn't run right?
But yet we run this tag.
And it comes back to that. No expiration date. I don't know if normal Delaware does, but there's no expiration date.
All right, well, he's saying he owns, so let's make sure we get a picture of that. We have.
I'm sorry to keep stopping this, y'all, but if that tag is coming back to my car, and they got that white thing that I showed you on the bottom of it that shows both tags, why didn't they just come over to me and say, okay, Mr. Lee, this tag is coming back to the car. Can you do me a favor? Just place this on the car until you get that one fixed. I didn't commit any infractions. It's just their system's not working. This is the last time I'll stop y'all to the end. Thank you for being patient with me.
Obviously, your body cam for that. Well, I think at this point, we'll go with who this is registered to, and he's going to get all the tickets
But
registered to that name. If he comes to court, he comes to court. If he doesn't, then it'll go to warrant. I mean, I think that's, at this point, I think it's reasonable. Because if this tag, he's displaying, so you get him display display of registration, issue him all the tickets that we can for the violations that we have, and then he can come into court and explain his way away. If he doesn't want to tell us who it is, we're going to say the registered owner of the vehicle is being issued the citations for the violations we have. I'm going to let it go at that. Because is it worth taking him into custody to bring him in? I mean, we could. And he's not coming back. What we can run it, he's not coming back wanted. Or we can't even get a date of birth.
I don't know what his real name is. That's the thing, because it's.
How about if we run?
So that when I'm running this, it comes back to, it just says name Lee David Anthony with a date of birth.
No date of birth.
No, with.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's David Anthony, David Lee. It says Lee David Anthony.
And when you run Lee David Anthony in Delaware with that date of birth, nothing comes back.
Yeah. Lee.
Tractor trailer stuck.
So it would be Anthony, comma Lee.
Causing traffic.
And you have to use a middle initial too if it's out of state.
Anthony.
All I want is an OLN. We get an OLN, I'll be fine.
Anthony L, comma David. If that's it. Such a pain having to do all this. 720830.
I know I said I wasn't going to stop y'all, but I'm sorry, I have to make this point. He says such a pain having to do all this. That goes to show you that they just want you to give up the rights to make their job easier.
Nothing.
Just listening to it.
I know, I still can't figure out who he is. That's the only problem. I'm not getting anything back. If he could just give us his ID, we could solve this, but.
Welcome to 81.
So if he doesn't
8144.
So he doesn't give it.
At Premier
Let's play this
Orthopedic,
through.
5201 Tunnel
We
Road,
detain him. We'll bring
5201
him back to
Tunnel
the
Road.
station.
For keys locked in vehicle,
We
unoccupied.
live scan him.
Black 4XB.
We got ID on him. At that point, what are we doing with this car?
We're gonna have to tow it.
8128.
Can't stay here. I'm trying every possible name combination I can to identify him so we don't have to do
So
this.
we think it might, because I'll go ask him, Mr. Lee or Mr. Anthony. We don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, I'll stop it here because I don't want to drag it on forever. But this is where he basically gets out of the car and then arrests me. There was no more dialogue after this. So if you could hear the chief say, well, do we really have to arrest him? And the chief is saying, well, we can just take him back and do a live scan. For what? See, the reason they weren't aggressive is because they know that I didn't commit any infractions. All it was about was violating my rights to get a license. Because all they can say, I just don't know who he is. I have no clue, idea who this guy is. Why did they need to know me, who I am, if I didn't commit an infraction? Then they said, well, we'll just issue the tickets to the name on the vehicle, and if they show up, that's all they could have done. But because they were so hell-bent on getting my ID, they had to figure it all out and just go ham to try to get it. So with that, people, I'm going to sign off. Appreciate y'all checking out. Pow! I'm out of here. Peace.